So they announced the Academy Award nominations this morning. Feel free to pause to read. So might as well do a quick reaction and mild analysis as someone who is generally not that invested in the Oscars, but let's take a look. So there's not a ton of major surprises that I can see here. These are pretty much well in line with how things have been going this award season so far. The first thing I noticed right off the bat was that there are no nominations for any of the two movies released by Luca Guadagnino, Queer and Challengers, both of which I think are great, and nothing here for them. Not even Best Original Score, which I felt like was sort of a shoe-in for Challengers, but I guess it just wasn't his year. That's unfortunate. I'm very happy that The Substance got as many nominations as it did, especially Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Screenplay down at the bottom over there. It's not surprising given that it's had such great momentum this award season, but given that it's a genre film, it's not the kind of movie that the Academy typically goes for, and it's also a very extreme version of that kind of genre movie. It's not a sort of elevated movie, it's a very over the top and very bombastic movie. Generally not the Academy's wheelhouse, so it's great to see them kind of move in this direction where enough of them seem to enjoy this enough and appreciate it enough to give it all these accolades. So that's great. Gotta love the monkey representation in the visual effects category with Better Man and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The international film category this year is really interesting. The general rule of thumb is that if a movie is nominated for both Best International Feature and, like, say, Best Picture, then you know which one's going to win. But in this case, we got 3 movies that are nominated in other categories. So we got Flow, which is also nominated for Best Animated Film. I don't think it's going to win this particular category because of the other two. But the other two, we got Amelia Perez and I'm Still Here, both of which are nominated for Best Picture. So it's a toss-up. Looks like we got nothing for Blitz, which is unfortunate. Nothing for Baby Girl, which, I mean, I think Nicole Kidman definitely deserves something for that. I think that's her best performance in a hot minute. Nothing for Longlegs, nothing for I Saw the TV Glow, nothing for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, which is a movie that I loved a lot. There's definitely some stuff that feels notably left out, but there are also movies that didn't have a ton of momentum this award season, unfortunately, for one reason or another. Sometimes things just don't hit with these audiences the way that you would want, or with the voting bodies, rather. Those are my immediate, very scattered thoughts on the nominations. We'll see what happens. If you are really rooting for something or are disappointed by the lack of a specific movie in a certain category or just in general, feel free to chime in the comments.